Hey guys, this episode of Dudes and Brews is sponsored by Perfect Works. If you love craft beer on the go, their U-Keg pressurized growler is a game changer. It's perfect for taking your favorite brew anywhere, whether you're heading to a picnic, camping, or just hanging out with friends. The double wall, vacuum insulated stainless steel keeps your beer cold all day, and it's super easy to pour. Ready to elevate your camping experience? Head over to U-Keg's website at perfectworks.com. That's the word perfect works, WERKS.com, and grab yours today. Trust me, once you try it, you won't want to go camping without it. Cheers.
Warning, this podcast, website, and associated social media accounts are intended for audiences of legal drinking age. We do not advocate overconsumption or the abuse of alcohol. Never drink and drive, drink responsibly. And please remember to always take what we say with a grain of salt. After all, we are just some dudes with some brews.
We started out by crawling out from under the thumb of the man. The lovers of God with dad bods, just trying to feed our fam. Go sit right there and grab a beer, you know just what to do. Throw it back, get hammered, and listen to Dudes and Brews.
That's a good one.
All right, man, so
Yes, sir.
football's upon us.
It is here.
And one thing I just did.
What'd you do?
I know you don't play a lot of video games, but I bought CFB 25, which is College Football 25.
I just saw it drop.
It's the first year that they've done it in 10 years.
Oh, I didn't
They
realize.
haven't had college football in 10 years. The last one
Okay.
they did was 2014.
Okay.
And it's all because of the like players' rights and like being
I
able to
wondered.
like their like make money off their likeness.
Okay.
But now they have this thing. Have you heard of the NIL?
No, I'm not familiar with
what
the
it stands
NIL.
for, but they're now basically what you're allowed to do. It's a student athletic compensation,
Okay. Oh.
where now players can
Make
basically
money.
make money. Now they can't make money directly from the school,
Okay.
but they can get like outside sponsorships.
Gotcha.
So what a lot of people do is a lot of boosters will say, "Hey, I want you to come play. I'm not affiliated with the school
Wow.
because I don't work there, but this is my alma mater, and I'm gonna make sure that you come play for us because we have a lot of money."
I heard that was coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I personally think that, I mean, make money off sponsorships. I have no
You have
problem
no
with
issue
that.
with that?
What becomes an issue is competitiveness,
Sure.
because now it goes to the highest bidder.
But isn't competitiveness in sports a good thing?
No, I'm saying that it's going to be less competitive now.
Less competitive.
Because
Okay.
now you don't have as many, like, if you don't have the money to pay guys to get in, then you're not getting anything.
That's the issue I have.
While, like, in the NFL, the worst team gets the best players at the beginning of the year. That's why if you're the worst,
hence
you
the
get
draft.
the draft.
Right.
You don't draft people in college. You can go out and buy the best players because you have the money for it. And
Okay.
say, now you're not necessarily buying it because you're not the one spending it, like as the college, but you can convince businesses or you can convince boosters to go out and pursue these players.
I see a lot of potential issues with this.
So I'm like, it's great for the players. I don't think it's great for the competition personally.
For the game itself.
But guys can make millions in college.
In college. Yep.
And go out and get your money, man.
I mean, yeah.
I ain't mad at the hustle.
No, I'm not mad at the hustle at all by
but
any means.
We're gonna get into this real quick,
Yeah.
but I did say, hey, since we're gonna talk some football, let's have a football beer.
Love it.
This is
So the
from-
Cornhead.
Yeah, so this is from a Kris Strain Brewing in Nebraska.
Okay. Another Nebraska beer. I love
They're
it.
La Vista, Nebraska. So
Let's see.
they're supporting
Cross
the
strain.
Huskers.
Haha, love it. Yep. 'Tis the season, brother.
Yeah.
Yep. Winning tradition.
So Cornhead Lager.
So a sip of winning tradition, a nod to future success, and a cheers to a legacy still being written.
Hey, I kind of like.
I
that.
get behind
Yeah,
that.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Hey man, that's
You ready?
motivational right there.
Yeah, let's hear that crisp crack. You ready? If I can get it open. Oh, buddy. Quality crack. Okay.
Yeah, like I had something from these guys last year that was really, really good.
Okay. What was it?
We had a Helles lager, which is
Okay.
like a German style Helles lager from them last year.
Gotcha.
That was really damn good. So I was like, hey, I need to pick up one of theirs.
Man, the aroma on that's amazing.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, the corn comes off that.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm noticing that stands out the most to me now on these lagers
Yeah.
is that heavy corn.
Is the corn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, smells good.
To initiate and support. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I was wondering if they had a little QR code on there for something.
Yeah.
Oh, and support NIL in Nebraska today.
There it is.
There you go.
Yep. You see a QR code, you can't not scan it.
Want to support a kid. I was going to, but now I'm like, I don't have the
scan
money to
right.
to do that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, the college, they're kind of up in the college release for the video game.
Dude, the game has been so much fun.
I mean, you say we're not really into video games much, but like those are the games that we play. I mean, we're
that's
big
it.
on Madden,
Yeah.
huge on sports.
It's just sports game. It's like Madden, FIFA,
Yes.
and that's about it.
That's
and
it.
this one's been really fun
Really?
because they play all the fight songs. Like every time you score, you hear the band playing the band song, and then the pulse meter goes up in certain
I love
atmospheres, and you see the whole game starts to like shake because it's so loud. And
It's like you're actually there.
yeah, it's like
awesome.
Because, Nebraska's in the Big Ten, so I'm playing as Nebraska,
Okay.
and I'm like, we play like Michigan, and I go, Michigan's a great team. I mean, they won the championship last year,
Yeah.
so I go, we're playing in Nebraska against Michigan, and the whole crowd is going wild. The screen's shaking, and it's like, I know I'm not in this game, but it kind of feels like the pressure's on.
Oh, man, that takes me
And
back.
it's so much fun.
Yeah. It was the kids and I, we played years ago. We had a college video game.
Yeah.
And it takes me back, man. I've got to go pick it up.
Yeah,
You're
I think
saying
it
it's
was
worth the play?
NCAA 14. Yeah, this was the first or the last one.
That must be it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This
Super
is how
fun.
I learned like college football, or not even
Yeah.
just college football, but college teams
In
schools,
general, yeah.
was because I played the football and I played the basketball game too.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it was,
Nice.
and yeah, it's just been a lot of fun actually.
Yeah.
So,
I have a feeling I'm going to be into college football a lot more so this year.
dude, like there's a real good buddy of mine that
Mm-hmm.
he's an OU fan.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
we won't hold him against it.
Last year, like he's not a huge fan of the NFL. I'm not a huge fan of college.
Yeah.
But because we're good friends,
Mm-hmm.
he's been keeping up with the Niners. I was keeping up with
That's pretty
OU
cool.
last year. So like this year, because of the game, damn, Saturdays might be full of college football.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm
hell
thinking, dude.
yeah.
I'm thinking that's cool because it kind of brings the competitiveness out in you two.
It
Your
does.
buddy. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
man,
cool.
it's fun. Like the atmosphere is fun. Have you ever been to a college football game?
Dude, I've had the invite. I had the invitation to go to the LSU game. There was a couple of other ones, and I just never got to. OU, just never got to go. Yeah, just never got to go.
Dude,
Have you ever been
I've been to
to a
one.
college game? Was
One.
it like Nebraska?
Yeah, I went to Nebraska. Like they played like Rutgers University, so it wasn't like a high profile game,
Okay.
but it was fun. It
I
was
hear
hot
they're
as hell that
amazing.
day.
Really?
Yeah, like
Okay.
my brother got tickets from one of his clients that are like season ticket holders.
Mm-hmm.
So where we sat, like, not to be mean, but it was a bunch of old people because they were all like boosters and like
Oh, it makes sense.
ticket holders.
Yeah.
And,
Hey,
like,
you're just calling it what it is. Yeah.
And after about the first quarter, you could see them. It's a little bit too hot. We came here.
Yeah, they're kinda
represented. We're getting out of
Easing
here.
their way out.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
What kind of opens it up for you guys?
Right. It was. I mean, I still had a blast, even
Dude.
though it was kind of a thinner crowd.
Dude, I hear the atmosphere is phenomenal at college games. Like, I would almost rather go to a college game.
So what was wild to me? So we did this. We went downtown Lincoln, and we just experienced downtown like as like a pregame, if you will. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Before the games started, and there's this place. Like my brother has a client that's like it's a bar.
Oh, okay.
And the bar has this outdoor area, this big outdoor seating area. They call it the yard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here for you.
All right. Dude, while you're pulling it up, I've got a comment on this lager. This is phenomenal.
Dude,
Have you tasted it?
this one's good.
Have you tasted it yet? Such a good lager.
It's clean. It's crisp. It's only 4.5%.
Oh man, that's coming
Like,
through nice.
Yeah.
All
Let's see if I
right.
can
So
find
the
a picture
yard
of
in
it
Lincoln,
here.
Nebraska.
Oh, this isn't it. Hold on.
Let's see.
I think I can pull it up.
That's
this
super
way.
cool. So this is like all like a call. This is around college.
I mean, this is the
college
town.
bar. Yeah, college.
So
town.
like this in particular bar, it's called Longwells. They are right across the street from Pinnacle Bank Arena, which is where the Huskers play basketball.
makes sense. Okay.
So like it's like
So
right
it's
downtown.
the place to hang out.
Yeah. So this is the yard.
That
right
looks
here.
awesome.
So all this right here, this building here, are different businesses that you can walk up to and get food or
Oh,
drinks.
cool.
And right here on the opposite side of this screen is where Longwell's is. So you can just walk up to a window and get drinks and then come out here and sit. And in this area, it's like fenced in kind of because this is where you want to keep the drinks.
Okay.
But they have this giant screen that they play the game on.
Oh, very cool. Yeah,
So
I can
the
see it.
game's playing. You're
Mhm.
out there hanging out.
You're having a good time.
So we went there just to check the place out. Justin wanted to
kinda
show
show it to
me
you.
everything, and I was
Okay.
like, I'm telling you,
Shoulder to shoulder.
asses to elbows, man.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Like
Well,
a mosh pit
perfect for
everywhere you
pregame.
go.
Yeah.
Dude. And then we went to the stadium, parked, and then like
That's awesome, man.
people that tailgate. I'm not
That's
joking.
what I'm talking about. The
as
atmosphere.
far as like one of the things that was weird is there was like this overpass,
Okay.
and under the overpass, like we were walking by it to go to the front of the
Okay.
to the stadium.
You have to
Under
go
the
under it?
underpass, no. Under the underpass, it's like they rented out this area because you can rent out parking spots just for tailgating. Somebody rented out underneath this underpass.
What?
Put in generators and stuff. Had TVs. Had tall tables. It was fenced. It was like roped off.
Oh, that sounds
It was almost like a small
amazing.
private party.
Yeah, that sounds
Like sit
awesome.
and watch the game here outside by the right next to the stadium.
Dang, that sounds
Like,
super cool.
It was really weird, like some of this stuff, but like everybody was high.
The extent that these people go through just to make
Yes.
sure they're out next to the field,
exactly
next to the game,
not even
not
in the
it.
game, just right next to it. Yeah,
I know, but that's hence the build up for the atmosphere.
Right.
You know, I want to go to a college
Well-
game, man. I'm telling you, really bad.
specifically like Nebraska and a lot of the Midwest.
Yeah,
That's all they have is
I know.
college.
I know. Yeah, there's
Like,
no
not a
NFL
professional
teams.
team.
Yeah, there's no
anywhere.
professional
I'm
team.
saying for any sport.
Oh, any sport, no
Like,
professional sport.
the closest-
basketball, football,
Correct.
nothing.
Like,
Baseball.
think about it.
We got
Iowa, no, Nebraska, Kansas has the Kansas City Royals,
okay.
but
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they have the Chiefs too. But
Yeah.
I go Wyoming,
Yeah,
like all of that area is like there's like nothing
it's
there.
like a dead zone
Yeah.
for sports, major league.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like
It's really weird.
so yeah, Nebraska.
Maybe we should go up there and start a franchise.
I want to say there's a reason why there's not.
There's
one.
got to be a reason. I don't know, but it's all
college
college.
football is so big.
Yeah,
that,
I
like,
know.
That's their professional sport.
That's their deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I see why.
That's why it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
And like that field, apparently they hold the record for the consecutive sellouts on games. So like their fan base is wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, and you get a little bit of that while playing the game. You don't get all of it, but you get a little bit of it.
Okay.
So,
Very cool.
Um,
Yeah.
you mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
Coming up is the first preseason game, and you said what is it?
So last Thursday was the last Thursday without football until February.
Until February.
So I
So
mean, in my
excited
mind,
for it.
that's an exciting time.
Yeah. So
You
we're
know?
gonna get into some NFL, but
Yeah.
before we do that, you're not wrong. This beer is damn good.
I was ready to rate it the minute I cracked it open.
Well, let's go.
I am
What do you-
so
what do you-
excited.
what do you got on it
The lager, the aroma, the flavor is amazing. I want to come in minimum 4.75.
Dude, I'm right there with you.
Right? I mean, I'm
Dude.
thinking in the moment,
Winning tradition.
winning
future
tradition.
Success.
Look at that. Come on. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful
Dude.
can. Well,
Yeah.
good presentation.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I was going to come out the gate with a 5, but I mean, I got to go 4.75.
A 4.75 is good. Yeah. I like that. It's a damn.
It's a good beer. I would love to be sitting at a Nebraska game with one of these in my hand.
Hell yeah.
I could pick.
Hell yeah.
I'm literally picturing myself with that.
Hell yeah. That sounds
Man,
great
good,
to me.
Good time.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna be. I'm gonna be into college more this year. I feel like.
why?
J-
Me and you both
Yeah, I know.
are big NFL fans.
Huge.
Now,
I've
obviously,
been.
you root for the wrong team.
Well,
but
you know, I will say I've been rooting for the right team, but they've become just emotional terrorists. It's almost become abusive to support the Cowboys.
okay.
I've been in an abusive relationship for years, you know, and they always let me down, and I'm just disgusted with them at this point. It seems it's a top-down issue. They seem to be failing forward every year. They rope you in, and then they lose the first game of postseason.
Okay.
It's disgusting, and I'm tired of it.
I will say this: the football. If you are an American football fan,
Which I've
they
been.
have it's the highest of highs and the lowest of lows.
I know.
And I say this being a Niners fan.
Yeah, I know.
Growing up, we sucked. I remember being
like,
in high school.
What was the streak length though? Like
I remember being in high school and going, "Yay, we're gonna get the first pick of the. We're gonna get the very first pick of the draft because we're that bad." Rooting for the first pick, going, "Yes, oh shit, no, we have to lose this game so we can be number one."
I feel
So
like
I look at this. If you look here,
yeah, I feel like we've not done anything since the 90s.
Honestly, until recent,
Yeah.
until the last 10 years, we didn't either.
Okay.
We won in '94. I don't remember it. I was 3.
Yeah. Right.
So we look at 10 years later, 2004, 2 and
Where you at?
2 and 14, 4 and 12, 7 and 9, a decent record. But then 5 and 11, 7 and 9, 8 and 8.
Wow.
We didn't start winning until 2011, which is when Jim Harbaugh came in.
Okay.
We had Jim Harbaugh and Kaepernick.
Okay.
But then look, we did good, and then 8 and 8, 5 and 11, 2 and 14, 6 and 10,
4 and 12.
4 and 12.
18. Wow.
Like, this is the thing. Like, there's ups and downs in all franchises.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Same thing happened with you guys.
Let me take a look.
Look, here we go.
All right.
2006, 9 and 7, 13 and 3, 9 and 7, 11 and 5. This is all with a Tony Romo.
Okay.
Okay? 6 and 10. Okay, you had a down year, even.
Wow.
12 and 4.
Then 4 and
4
12.
and 12. Yeah,
How
but
does
this
something
is,
like that happen?
somebody got hurt, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Maybe this is the year that Tony hurt his back.
Oh.
I mean, he's always had back problems.
Yeah,
but
he's always getting injured, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, and this comes back to 2015. I mean, so you guys have been average. Now,
it's
this
been
is the
average.
thing.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of a football team?
I mean,
Because if you expect Super Bowls, that means there are 31 losers every year. 31 disappointing seasons.
Yeah. So 31 thousands of fans feeling the same way I do right now.
Correct.
That's right. Okay.
Correct.
Wins versus
Now,
losses.
I look at this and I look at a season and I go, damn, it sucks to lose in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks to lose in the playoffs.
I know.
But we made it.
Yeah.
We made it, and there's hope.
Okay.
If you're the
All right.
freaking Cleveland Browns
Yeah.
that have gone through more quarterbacks than I can name in the last 10 years, I go, I don't see hope in those guys.
I
Now,
know.
it sounds like you're at a point where you're almost hopeless.
I have gotten to that point where I'm hopeless.
And why is that?
I feel like there's got to be some restructuring, you know, from the top down. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we had what the open draft, and we didn't do anything. We did nothing. There was nothing to say, hey, look, guys, here's where we were at on this season. Here's some changes I think need to be made, and there was nothing done.
Really?
We literally did that I know of. They did nothing.
Because I will say this, and I'm 100% gonna be.
So they're okay
stake my
with
claim
being
on this,
mediocre.
Is Jerry Jones is a businessman, and he's gonna make money.
Right.
That's his goal, is
I
to make
know.
money. And what does he do? He makes money.
He makes money.
Like, not even just off of the Cowboys. He does really well at marketing.
Mm-hmm.
He makes everybody, no matter how bad the team is, believe that this is their year.
Yeah.
That's why fans get really excited, because he does do a really good job of promotion. And that's why they're in the limelight. That's why they're considered America's team.
Yeah,
because
that's a good point.
He makes everybody believe that, you know what, this is the year.
It's a good point. He does have a way of ensuing hope. You know, even though you're looking at the previous record, it's just like, oh my gosh.
But I personally think that unless you guys hire a real GM,
Yeah.
that you're gonna be in the same boat.
Yeah,
where it's
it's
like
gonna
you
continue
might
to be.
be good, you might not. Like, yeah.
And that's why I just don't I have a hard time just seeing the point of supporting, you know, a team that has leadership that thinks that way.
Right.
You know, get a GM in there and you know, restructure the team.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I get it.
You know,
I was trying to see who you guys drafted this year. So first round draft pick, offensive lineman out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma puts together some good offensive linemen.
okay, all right.
I don't know the guy,
Yeah, I don't either.
but
Okay.
this is the thing. The linemen, specifically offense, it's not a flashy pick,
It's not,
but sometimes it's necessary.
but it's needed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like insurance for the house.
Oh, right. That's
right?
exactly it.
It's insurance.
That's quarterback insurance.
quarterback insurance.
So yes, your
Okay.
first round pick was not fancy, but it might have been needed.
Yeah. Well, I think so because we lost. Was it Tyrell? Or which Tyrone Smith? I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
lost
don't-
Tyrone Smith as our offensive line, so we had to kind of backfill that position. Well, who else did we pick?
Second round, you picked a defensive end
Oh, we did. Yeah.
out of Western Michigan. Not familiar with the school, but then you guys got another offensive lineman at guard,
Okay.
linebacker,
Okay.
cornerback. So I mean, at this point, it's like you're really
think we
just
picked
throwing
that.
up stuff to see what's going to happen.
I think so.
We picked a wide receiver in
Really?
the first round, and I literally didn't know anything about him. I listened to 2 podcasts and was like, sweet, there's hope in that this dude's going to be good.
Right.
And that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed was somebody to say, there's potential.
Yeah.
And I go, well, great,
Okay.
I'm behind it now.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's wearing the red and gold.
You heard the right message.
So that's what you need. You need to hear the message.
I need
that
to hear the
goes,
right message.
These guys are going to be good. And you're like,
I've heard
he's
none
in
of that.
blue and silver.
I need my Cowboys to do well.
Yeah.
And I've heard zero winning message. No, I've heard nothing.
Okay.
And I think to your point, that's it. I need to hear the right message. You've got to sell me on that hope.
Yeah.
I need to hear the message.
So there's a podcast that I listen to during the season. I'll start
Okay.
it this week. I don't like it during the off season because I don't pay attention enough to college to really
Right.
understand draft picks and what they're talking about.
Makes sense.
But during the season, it's the Locked On Football Network.
Okay.
They have a podcast for every NFL team. I listen to the one specifically for the 49ers.
Makes
There's
sense.
one for the Cowboys.
All right.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
so
send
you
it
can
over.
Listen.
Yeah, I need to
It's
hear
like
the message.
30 minutes.
Okay.
And literally, I listen to it 30 minutes every day. Like
Okay.
while I'm working, or you could do it on your way to work.
Sure. Yeah.
And it gets you your fix on sports, and they're always talking about it. They
Okay.
do they usually do like a crossover episode in the middle of the week to cross over with the team that you're playing, so you get like a preview of the game.
Okay,
Get to
that's
talk
pretty
about
cool.
The game. So it's really fun. You'll get to learn the personalities of the hosts. 'Cause
Okay.
it's different hosts for each team.
I'd be willing to listen to the podcast.
But that's where I get some of my motivation. Now I do go, you guys are idiots, and yell at them sometimes, or think that I don't agree with their opinions. But that's okay.
Yeah, we can't always agree.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's so much fun
I'll start there. Maybe I can pick up some of that motivation
Yes,
and the
we need to
winning
get it back.
message. Yeah.
because it was rough being a Niners fan when I was a kid.
I know.
Like this is back when you guys had. I remember when To went to the Cowboys, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "This is our year," and I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a good pick."
Yeah.
Like I didn't even sniff the playoffs.
Dang.
Like
Oh
I
yeah.
grew up with bums at
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah. I
Jeff
remember.
Garcia was okay, but like not great.
Yeah. Just mediocre. You know. I think that's the key. I mean, you've got to be able to build the right team, you know, and have the right management.
Right. So
So anyway,
I am gonna say I am sold on our GM and GM.
Yeah.
Like John Lynch has done a really good job
okay,
about drafting players and getting the right personnel in there.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah. I'm
does make a
hopeful for
difference.
this season, and I'm glad it started.
You kind of got me. You kind of lit that fire
Good.
again. I'm excited now.
Good.
You know, and yeah, send over that podcast so I
for
can
sure.
be kind of up on it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a thing called start, bench, cut.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna do NFL receivers.
All right.
I'm gonna give you three names. You tell me who you would start, who you would bench, and who you would cut.
Okay.
Already ready?
All right.
Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best here.
Yeah.
So
Give me
I'm
your
gonna
opinion and why.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with just the guys I know. So I'm gonna start bench cut.
Yep. You got to start one, bench one, and cut one.
I'm gonna start Jerry Rice,
Okay.
bench Randy Moss, and I'm gonna cut Calvin Johnson because I have no idea who Calvin Johnson
Calvin
is.
Johnson. He was Megatron. He played with the
Megatron.
the Detroit Lions.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't remember that. You know, because I know Jerry Rice and I know Randy Moss.
Yeah, he went by the nickname of Megatron.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Real tall dude. 81, played for the
Dang.
like he's got great stats.
Look at this guy.
He was fast, he was tall.
Tall. Yeah.
Like, let me see.
I had no idea.
A lot of people say he retired too
Too
early. Let me see.
Wonder why he retired so soon.
6'5".
Dude's huge
Yeah.
for a receiver.
I got drafted in 2007, played until 2015, so played 12 years.
That's a pretty good career.
I mean, it is.
That's a pretty good career in the NFL.
But receptions leader 2012, like
I wish
touchdown leader 2008.
I wish I could put their stats next to each other.
Well, that's
for this
just
one,
not going to be fair.
I know. I'd have to, like I said, I'm more familiar with Jerry Rice than anyone.
Mhm.
I know Randy Moss has really good stats, and I just wasn't sure about Calvin Johnson.
Randy Moss was a beast in Minnesota, and when he played with Tom Brady.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He played with Tom Brady and shattered records because like he's fast and can leap out of the sky.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady will just heave it downfield.
But I still feel like Jerry Rice is like top tier.
So as the stats would definitely say that.
I would. That's what I'm going off of. Right?
When I say this, like
probably because of the tenure of his career too. He probably had, I don't know, a significant amount of time in, which improved the stats.
Because I'll say this, like he has all the records.
Yeah.
For wide receivers.
Wow.
Like here it is. Here's yards.
Stats. Dang.
22,000. Number 2 is 17. 5,000 believe.
Dang.
5,000 yards. So like this is the thing is that like he does hold a lot of the stats.
Yeah.
Is it because he played forever? I thought Larry Fitzgerald played forever, and he's still 5,000 yards behind him.
Right. That's a good point.
So I couldn't tell you.
I'd say I picked right based off the stats that I'm seeing.
Jerry Rice holds receptions by another. He only has 100 more receptions. He played from 85 to 04, so he played for 19 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let me see. Receiving touchdowns. 197. Randy Moss with 156.
Wow.
Like, let's see another. Let's do yards per reception.
Okay.
See, this one's not he's not on this. This is yards per reception. This could be low receptions though.
Yeah, that goes way back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's like those big three is what he dominates in.
Look, Calvin made this one.
Yeah, yards per game.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson holds it, or is number 2. But
yeah,
Calvin Johnson was good. Like he was really good.
Yeah, I wish I would have known more about him.
The one thing that I noticed specifically, now granted, I didn't watch the Niners play when Jerry Rice was in there because I was like too young.
Right.
But what I've understood is they do a West Coast offense, wide out and short passes, a lot of slant routes.
I noticed it. I noticed it more this last season because I was watching them more.
Yeah.
After we lost the first game of the postseason, I'm watching the Niners. Right. I mean, so. I think we lined up at West Coast often as well a few times.
Possibly.
I really do.
I know like what it is it's usually two wides. It's like a real short slants.
Yeah.
And maybe one go route to try to get short, quick off the line passes.
Yeah. And
Jerry was good about getting off the line quickly. So I've seen a lot of videos of slants where he takes it to the house.
Really?
Now,
off a slant?
Yeah, off of slant routes.
Wow.
Because he's really good at evading tackles, and he was pretty quick.
Okay.
He was really good at route running. So it's hard for me not to pick Jerry Rice just because I'm a Niner.
I know.
Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson, really for me, it's a coin flip. As legendary as Randy Moss is, I kind of want to do Calvin Johnson because I liked his personality.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know much about him.
I think I will bench Calvin Johnson and cut Randy Moss as much as I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know that's fair.
But personality-wise, I feel like he would be a better locker room fit.
Yeah, that's good. Yep, better fit for the team.
Yeah,
yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I kind of like the guy more now, just hearing his story behind your eyes. You know,
yeah,
for real.
I mean, you need to go back and watch him. The dude,
I will.
Like fast, and he's really tall and can jump out of the sky.
Wow.
So that stuff helps.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move off into a little bit of a different direction here.
Okay, fair enough.
We're gonna do some process improvement.
All right, I love process improvement.
You've got a big, I wouldn't say yard, but you've got some land.
I do. I've got a lot of area to maintain.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm probably up to 1.5 acres, 2 acres.
And do you
to keep mowed.
just get on the tractor to go out there and mow it, or
I do. You know, I'll brush hog the outside pasture, and then around the houses, I'll just hop on the riding lawnmower.
Oh, okay.
You know, got a little cup holder. You know, throw the AirPod in, and I'm gone.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
see
I've
you.
got an idea for you to see. This might be something that you can get the kids involved.
All right, let's see what you got.
to
I'm all
help
about
and
process
mow the
improvement.
lawn. This one seems a lot more fun than what you're doing, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I won't be able to do the music here, but
Yeah. Dude,
You
I'm
throw-
surprised that RC car is pulling that because that style of mower it creates traction
Correct.
tension on the wheel to turn the blade.
it does.
There's a lot of tension
So
on
you
it.
must have a good RC car to begin with.
Yeah, that's a
but
good RC
Tell
car.
me this doesn't look like a lot more.
That looks
fun.
amazing. That looks so much fun. Yeah, forget the riding lawnmower.
I don't know how well it would cut. I mean, that seems to have really sharp blades.
Yeah, it seems to be
pretty
doing well. I'm here for it.
It looks like a lot more fun than what you're doing.
Yeah, I love it. That looks
This
amazing.
is how you would get the kids involved.
Yeah,
Get
dude, you're just chilling
get
on the
the
front
boys out there.
porch. You know, the boys are out there playing with the RC car, and you're cutting grass at the same time.
Exactly.
You're doing best of both worlds.
Right.
That looks great.
right.
I'm here for it.
So I can get behind this for sure.
Sign me up.
I don't know if it improves the process, but it definitely makes it a lot more fun.
You know, I feel like, you know, maybe my OCD would start kicking in. I'm like, oh, dude, you're doing zigzag patterns and you're all over the place.
Ooh,
I
are
need
you one that likes to
I
do
need
the lines?
clean lines. Yep, I need it. It's just very precise, precision cut.
When you're done, you like to get out there on the front porch and look at the lines.
Yeah, I like to kind of
the
come out
yard.
there, throw the Hey Dudes on, and just kind of throw some peepers on the grass. It's just kind of just looking. That's a quality line.
That's a quality line right there. That's funny.
I need it clean lines.
It's wild. Like this is like I've seen this thing recently
Mm-hmm.
online of like it'll be a video and it'll say like it'll have a caption that'll say like guys will watch this and say hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
This is one of those things
That's
where
one
you
of
just look at those lines and
Look
go,
at
hell
that.
yeah.
Hell yeah! That's a good line
Hell
right
yeah,
there.
look at them lines. All guys would
You know
would
we do.
something like that.
We it's fine. We find our satisfaction in that. In the lines.
Exactly.
Tasks well done.
So another thing here that I have seen. So do
Okay.
you remember being a kid having like a bicycle?
I do.
And there
Mm-hmm.
was one thing that I used to do was I would get a can.
Yeah.
I would crimp it around the back tire so when I rode the bike, it would make
Yes.
this noise to make it sound like a
motorcycle.
like a dirt bike or
Yeah.
something, right?
I used
Some
to do the
people
same
used
thing.
to put the
cards in the spokes.
card in the spokes.
Yep.
Watch this. This is something
Okay.
that I didn't ever see,
All right.
but I wonder if you're familiar with.
Let's
this.
see what you got going on here.
This looks like it would have been
I used to do the can crimp as well.
80s or 90s.
Yeah. Let's see.
Raw power. Your bike can
That's
have the
pretty
cycle
cool.
sound with raw power.
So this is
Okay.
makes
Based on most
sounds
handlebars,
of
it
a
makes the
car,
sound
Yep.
of
or a motorcycle in this
Raw
case,
power.
80s, 90s.
Okay. I didn't even know that thing. This was a thing back in the 80s and 90s. All right.
Raw power. The motorcycle
I'm gonna tell
sound.
you.
Now
I
hold
put
on.
in Yep.
Look at what they're doing now.
Miltech
Yeah, this
Sport
is-
active sound control
Yep.
exhaust system. So what this is an electronic exhaust that makes your
Mm-hmm.
Tesla or any EV hybrid sound like it has a V8. We can make
Yep.
it sound like a Ferrari.
Listen to
So
that.
right now
I mean,
we
it
have
sounds
that low
nice.
V8 rumble.
Wow.
I can change the level, how high it'll rev up to. I can even change the characteristic. So we have different types of
It's got
exhaust.
options. It's got audio options.
You
Look.
have your classic Ferrari, the high revving V12.
Wow.
So
So I was
the
going to tell
question
you.
is this: can you get behind
I
the
cannot.
fake sound?
I cannot get behind it.
Okay.
I cannot. And I was going to tell you on the bicycle, I can't. This because they're making it for electric cars now.
Oh, I can get behind it on the bikes because it's,
Yeah.
it's kids.
It's kids, yes, but you know,
It's kids and they're just having fun.
but this is the evolution. This is where it evolves into. Now we're putting it on electric cars to make it sound like an actual V8 combustion engine.
So I will
I
say
can't
this:
get behind it.
This is the thing. If I'm sitting next to a car and I hear that, I'm gonna go, "Damn, that car sounds great," even if it's fake.
I know.
I'm gonna go,
I know.
"Damn, that sounds good." Now, being inside of it, I'm gonna go, "Well, guess what? I don't feel.
I don't feel an engine.
I don't feel the rumble
I know.
of the I don't feel all those V's. I don't feel those 8
There's
V's.
no V's.
I don't feel the valves. I
Yeah.
don't though.
I know.
I don't feel the 8 valves going in the combustion engine
Yeah.
doing its thing, and
It's lackluster. It's fake.
It is fake.
I can't get behind it. It's like, again, it's emotional terrorism. I can't do it.
That should be the name of this episode.
Emotional terrorism. Yep, it's got to be, man. It's too much happening.
That's wild. No, I can get behind it for kids. Kids
Yeah.
can't drive
Makes
like
sense.
real cars or bikes, so
Yeah.
they're trying to fake it. These guys that
True.
I go, dude, if you're gonna have a Tesla, I don't have anything wrong with a Tesla. Those things, from what I understand, are like it makes no sense how fast they are and
It's
how
they're
quickly
crazy
they get up
fast.
to a speed.
Yeah.
So like the technology is kind of impressive.
Mhm.
There's something about it though that's just like you want to feel the raw power.
I would agree with that. Yeah. I need to feel the power, you know? It's kind of like, it's a sleeper, bro. It's there. Yeah, and it surprises you.
Right. And I say this as a guy that drives a Prius.
Right.
So
Yeah. I mean, we're not throwing shade by
No.
any means. I'm just stating fact here.
yeah, like it's weird. I go, if you're gonna go EV or like electric, embrace that side of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why are you trying
Don't throw
to
some audio, V8 sounds on it.
why are
Just
you
embrace.
trying to get over to our side?
Embrace the silence, bro.
Embrace the silence. Embrace the silence. That's right. That's right. So I got another thing here for you. I want you to tell me, can you get behind this? So
Okay.
I don't know if you bought these for your kids. I'd seen them around. Like my kid, I think had one at one point. Was like these little cars. They're like little electric, like Power Wheels. I think is what they were called.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
Oh yeah, we grew up with electric power wheels.
So like, is this something that something like
Yes.
this that the kids drove around the
Yeah.
property?
Jackson had one.
Well,
Yeah.
if you still got it, we can repurpose it.
Okay. All right.
They do races.
Oh, I've seen these like
Downhill.
downhill races.
Look
I've
at this
seen
right
'em.
here.
Mini car. Look at that.
Just hauling ass down the hill.
Look at this. He is living his best life. Tell me that doesn't look so much fun. That looks like so much fun.
That dude's a little top heavy to be rolling off.
Yeah,
that thing,
but homie's a little big to be rolling down on that Barbie car.
I mean,
Look at
this
this.
is something that I think I'd do this. I
I
think
would,
I would
so do this.
just sit and just let it go.
Yeah, I can think
Let
of
it
like
roll.
5 places around town
Ooh, really?
that we
Where?
could do this. I mean, think what is it? Pecan Grove. There's
Pecan Grove has
one
a decent
here
one,
in
or like
Waterloo.
Herman Baker.
Herman
has a
Baker.
good hill.
There's tons of good hills around
Gotta
here.
get a good hill to slide down.
You do. I've seen this. I've seen these competitions. They're
That's
pretty cool.
hilarious
They're,
at the
yeah,
competitions.
yeah. Dude, we can turn anything into a competition.
Right.
Anything. I
And
love
this
it.
is one that is fun, actually.
Yeah, this looks fun.
It doesn't look too bad.
It doesn't. Yeah, I've seen some wild ones.
Oh, really?
Like at let's see, Rednecks with Paychecks. What
is that?
It's like a national kind of a mud race. People bring out their big trucks, their side by sides, and I think they have a downhill. As a matter of fact, I know they have a downhill mud race for these Power Wheels. Yeah, check it out. You might have to. So it's Rednecks with Paychecks. You might have to get
St. Joe. That's not even too far.
It's
from here.
not far at all. That's pretty much it. There it is, right there.
Oh,
Look how
dang.
dangerous that one looks. Yeah, it's twice a year.
Rednecks with Paychecks.
Yeah, twice a year. I've never been. It gets pretty wild out there, as you
It
can
does
see.
look a little wild,
Yeah,
but the races look fun.
yeah, yeah. Look at
Like
that.
I love this right here.
Yeah,
this
doesn't that
thing.
look fun? I mean, if a guy had a side by side or a four wheeler, look at that. Looks pretty fun.
Just out there acting a fool.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's
and-
been people get hurt because people get wild out there, but
Oh yeah.
outside of that, it looks pretty. Anyway, they have that downhill race for the Power Wheels.
A lot of off-road stuff.
Oh, it's all off road. Yeah, it's all
Running
off-road.
through mud.
Yeah.
It's this right here. This off-road
Yeah.
competitions where these guys go through the mud.
Mm-hmm. And there's the downhill race right there.
Yeah, right
World
here.
Barbie downhill competition. That's what my mind went to.
World famous.
It's world famous. Yeah, it gets wild. I don't know if you. Oh, it'd be cool if you could.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, see if you can go.
Google
There'll be
this.
tons of videos. I'm sure there's online.
Take a look here.
There we go. Yeah, there's one.
This is
specific-
wild. These guys flying off the front of
Yeah,
these things. And
look at that. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna have
dangerous.
to watch this on my on my off time. This is
Yeah,
funny.
that looks dangerous.
Like this right here, these guys flying on these little things.
But we got rid of the power wheels, so I'd have no way of repurposing it.
Oh no.
If we wanted to kind of recreate or create our own.
That's funny.
Yeah.
These guys are safer than that video that I showed you. They at least have helmets on them.
For real. This dude's got full bodysuit. Look at that.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
I'm so glad that
It's
you
a
showed me this.
thing.
This
Yeah.
is so funny.
It's
Like,
actually
look
a
how
thing.
big these dudes are in these tiny little
I
cars.
know. I don't know how those cars hold up.
They don't.
No, they don't.
It's good for one race.
One ride downhill.
Which is funny because like that's usually what it is when it comes to like racing in general.
right. It's
Specifically,
you only get
drag
one
racing.
shot. Right?
Do not miss your chance.
Do not miss your chance.
Like my dad watches a show called Street Outlaws.
Oh yeah, I've seen you guys watch it.
It comes
Or
on
watching
the,
it.
the Discovery Channel,
Mhm.
and it's just street racing. It's
Okay.
two guys side by side on street.
Is it like
on
a closed street?
asphalt. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a closed street, but it's not. It's not like when you go do like quarter mile drag race. It's not a drag strip.
Mm.
It's a street that they've just shut off for the show.
Oh, okay.
So it's just standard asphalt, and they like these guys will race a quarter mile.
What are they running? Just anything?
Anything that they
V8s,
can. I've seen all kinds of
tuners,
stuff. S10s. One of my favorites to see is like the early 90s Mustangs.
Oh, I love the early 90s
Like
Mustangs.
a 1990 Mustang is
Yeah.
like there was
That's
something
probably
about
my
it
favorite,
that I
one
really
of my favorite
enjoyed.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Look
with,
at
with
that.
this body style right here.
Mhm. Is it I think it's a fastback body style.
Is it? Okay.
Or,
Like these guys will soup these things up because it's light, it's small, they're
Yeah.
able to put
the 5.0 engine.
but
in
like
it.
these guys will race once, blow something and go, well, cool, I can't race this car
done.
the rest of the day.
Yep.
Guess
That's
I'm
it.
done with this one.
Yep.
Or like they won't even get halfway down the road
Right.
and something will blow, and I'm like, dang,
I know.
they push them to the max.
Oh man.
And
I
when you're big and fat on one of these little cars, you're pushing it to the max.
it. You're exceeding the max on this thing.
Max weight limit exceeded. That's
Man, I used to watch that. Did you ever watch like that Powertrain TV on Spike Network?
Bro, I used to
All
watch
the
that
time.
stuff like
Every
I remember-
Saturday morning.
Yeah, it was Saturday
I
mornings.
loved it.
For some reason, I was thinking Sunday mornings.
It might have been. I was thinking Saturday, but it may have been Sunday.
Maybe they did it both.
Yeah.
For some reason, I remember, like my mind goes to watching it be before I go to church.
Okay, maybe it was. Yeah, maybe
but
it was
I'm
Sundays.
sure they did on a Saturdays too.
Dude. And they had the powertrain, they had all the. I just remember them somebody built a single cab diesel Dodge pickup, and it was smoking these cars, these Mustangs.
Yeah,
because you could tune a diesel however you want,
right.
But
We used to watch
such a
that, or there
cool
was
show.
another one that was like rock crawlers, where they would like
Yeah.
outfit these like Jeeps or like not Forerunners and like
Yeah.
Range Rovers to make them to where they could just crawl over rocks,
Whatever,
go like
yeah.
mountain climbing in these things. And
Oh
I'm like,
man, that was the best.
watching those shows
It was
were
such a
like,
dude thing to do,
Exactly.
such a guy thing to do. Like, yeah,
you get back to doing
hell
man
yeah,
stuff.
brother, doing man
Again.
stuff.
Guys will watch it and go, hell yeah,
Hell yeah,
hell yeah,
yes sir.
hell yeah. So since you have land out there,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a problem with like I wouldn't say wild animals, but animals nearby getting loose? Like
No.
cows getting loose?
Well,
you
I
see them
did.
down the road? Or
Yeah.
like horses getting loose?
I woke up one morning with the kids getting ready for church, and I looked out and I had two cows in the backyard.
Okay.
They just meandered
and
out of their pasture
and
into
they-
mine.
and they weren't yours.
They
yeah.
weren't mine. I'm like, what? So I had to go to the neighbors, knock on the door. Hey, y'all's cows in my backyard. Come get it.
Okay.
So animals getting out. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta show you this video, and you gotta tell
Okay.
me how would you handle this situation?
Okay. All right. Let's see what you got.
Because I don't know how I would handle it, but you may have a little bit better grip than I do.
I don't know. Oh boy. In the pool.
Right, I thought y'all want to see this video my niece
He
sent
sounds so
me.
country.
I'm just going to do this real quick. Show it to you. What we got here? We got two dogs chasing a cow
Yeah, that's about right.
out in somebody's backyard. What in the world? The hell is it? Oh, dog bites cow. Oh, cow is in the pool. Oh my good dog is going in the pool after the cow. Oh my goodness, they are in the deep end. They are in the deep end. Oh, dog is biting cow.
I
Cow
love the
puts him under
commentary.
water, dunks him. Oh, he can't get out. He can't get out. They both stuck in the pool, in the deep end, over the head. What in the world? What's this in the back?
cowboy.
Oh my goodness, we got a cowboy
What
coming in.
in the world?
We got a cowboy coming in. Oh, he's got a lasso. Oh my goodness. No, two cowboys.
Lasso.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Let's get him out of
Cow
here.
trying to get out. He's in the
Grab
shallow
him.
end.
Got him.
Lasso. Oh, he's doing a lasso
Got
thing.
him.
Oh my goodness. He got the
I
cow
love
with the
it.
lasso.
I'd just be like, cool, y'all do your thing.
Oh no!
Y'all-
If this is my yard, like
Yeah.
I'm letting them do whatever they're
yeah,
doing. Like,
y'all do your thing.
But
Y'all
if,
need
uh,
help? You need cold beer?
if you have an in-ground pool and you look outside and
And
you
you
see a
got-
cow fall into the pool, what are you doing?
I know. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not getting out. I'm not jumping out there and trying to. I don't have a
just gonna-
lasso just
You're
hanging
just
by the
gonna
back door.
You're just gonna let the cow drown?
He's swimming. He's doing fine out there.
I mean, he's not doing
He's-
fine, but he's doing all right. He's panicking like nobody's business right now.
doing
But
just fine with a dog nipping at his heels. He's doing just fine. And all of a sudden, you got two cowboys just riding up out of the
I
woods.
love that dude.
It's a cowboys. I mean, I look out in the backyard and I see a cow getting, fall in the pool. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got the leash. I've got the leash hanging by the front door. I can go put the leash on it. Come on, get out.
I mean, you don't have any. Gosh dang it! I've been out of the business for so long. Like,
Yeah.
what do you call it? A harness? It's not a harness. What do you
I
call it?
halter.
Halter.
I've got
yeah.
2 halters in the shop, but by the time I go to the shop, grab the halters for the for the horses and put it on this cow, I mean the cow's a goner.
I mean, if the cow's already gone, that's fine.
If the cow's gone, I'm
He
getting some
figured himself out.
prime rib.
Well, this is a real thing. Like
getting some
if
brisket.
Like, let's just say, for an example, you're out on some public hunting land.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What if you see a cow on public hunting
Well,
land?
it's like this. Like when we used to go hunting in Decatur.
Yeah, on the
there's,
grasslands.
Grasslands out there, but the way it is like there's so much private land
Mm-hmm.
mixed in with the public land. that
Okay.
you really got to know what you're. What you're
Yeah.
hunting
How do you know?
And like you'll drive down a road and it'll be like a bunch of private land, and then you'll get to public land. And it's like if I'm shooting a deer
Mm-hmm.
and I miss this deer, which out there it's shotgun and
And
bow
bow.
only, so it's not like long range. But let's say
Yeah.
I miss this deer with an arrow. It goes past this deer and it kills a cow in public land.
In public land?
No, in
private.
private land.
Okay. That's an issue.
That's an issue. I gotta
that-
go talk to this guy and say,
yeah.
hey man, I just killed one of your cows.
Yep.
And now it goes, okay, well, was I raising that cow for beef? Was I raising that cow for show?
Yeah, there's
'Cause
2.
you've seen the amount of money that these guys get when they sell these
yeah.
cows.
Yeah, there's the liability is on you at that point, because if it was in the public space, the liability's on the cow owner. Yeah, he got out.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like, say, I don't know if it's state of Texas, but if a cow gets out on the road, car hits it and somebody dies, I think there's protections even for the ranch.
Even for the rancher?
Yeah, even
Okay.
for the rancher to say they can't be held liable. But towards like Oklahoma, I think the rancher would be held liable if the cow got out and killed somebody.
It's like if
on
the
the
cow
road.
gets into your land, drowns in your pool.
Yeah, it's liabilities. It would be on them.
I mean, I would think so. You
I
didn't
would
do
think.
anything.
No, I'm just chilling in the pool,
You would hope that you
having
get
a logger.
you would hope that you get a slab, but
I would-
a couple steaks. But
Well, I mean, I will say the thought crossed my mind when those 2 cows were in my backyard. Just go ahead and close the gate, and just kind of usher them on into my pasture. It did cross my mind,
Right.
but that's not a good look. Not a good look.
specifically,
I was
if
like,
you
come get
know
your
your
cow.
neighbor and you guys are cool with each
Yeah,
other,
come
like
get your cow, bro.
yeah.
So
That's wild,
this is
'cause-
great. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
When it says maybe the wildest minute in history, I kind of agree.
I agree. Yeah, I would. This is the wildest minute in history.
It makes it even more wild that like these guys,
The Cowboys just come
Come out of
riding
nowhere.
on a horse with a lasso,
like
and he actually ropes the cow.
it's nothing. Have you,
greatest thing I've
have
ever
you ever
seen.
tried to
Yeah.
to do that?
Uh-huh.
It's so hard.
I know.
Like when I was a kid, I would stand still. Like we had like a little practice steer, like
Yeah.
a little metal practice steer that I would practice on, and it was just hard just standing there.
I know. It's so difficult.
Imagine you're moving and the target's moving.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm impressed by these rodeo guys.
I am too.
Like we need to go to a rodeo.
Look at that. Oh, I'm down. I just got back from one.
Where'd you go?
There's one in Whitesboro on July 4th weekend, and then there was one in Bonham yesterday. There was Gainesville. It was Whitesboro, Gainesville, and Bonham.
Are they already
Yeah.
all done?
They are, and I don't know if there's any more coming up. I'd have to look.
I was gonna go with my dad to one in Blue Ridge. They had one in Blue Ridge
yeah.
a couple of weeks
You
ago.
should. They're super
And
fun.
my dad was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be too hot." And I'm like, "All right."
Yeah,
If I would have
makes
known our boy was into rodeos, I would have called
yeah,
him up.
I
but-
know, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, you talking about Larry?
Yeah.
he's into it, man.
How many bought boots and everything?
He went cowboy, Western wear, all the way.
Yeah, I think
So
are they
let's see,
doing the
there's
Fort Worth
stock-
rodeo right now?
There's I don't know if it's right now. There's Stockyard. There's Mesquite. That's a big one.
the Mesquite and the
Mesquite.
Stockyards
And that's-
are the real big ones. Those are the ones I've
indoors
seen.
now.
But
Mesquite's
both of
air
them are.
conditioning. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh yeah.
The
Stockyard,
Fort Worth was
Fort
always
Worth.
was the Mesquite not?
It didn't used to be.
Really?
No,
Okay, I don't
not
remember.
Years ago. I think that was a
It's been
new
a while.
thing.
It's been a while.
In June through August. Look at there.
Where do you see the dates? Am I blind?
Dallas largest pro rodeo.
Oh, this says
June through August.
right
every
here.
summer. Saturday nights.
This says it's year round. Hold on.
Yeah, that would make sense. It is the Stockyards, the biggest cow town in America.
Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, is it really like
Mhm.
is the rodeo around year round? We should go.
Yeah.
Go out there, get a couple beers.
Look at that. So that's the grand champion. She just took. Look at that bronc riding.
Go buck Broncos.
I love the atmosphere. This is what we live for with the kid. I mean, one of the things we live for, dude. With
Dude,
the
I
kiddos.
used to go like every
Yeah, you remember?
January. We used to go.
You remember? Yeah.
Like with my granddad would basically invite the whole family, and we
Yeah,
would
it's
go, like,
great.
me and my dad and my mom.
There's tons of things to do.
We'd
Tons
go
of
through
events.
we'd go look at because it was the stock show and rodeo.
Yeah,
at the beginning
stock
of the
show and
year. So
rodeo.
we'd go look at the stock show, look at all the animals,
Mhm.
and then we'd go through all the vendors and
For sure.
hit the
And-
rodeo at the end of the day.
It's a great environment. I love it's just it's a wonderful environment. Look at all the events.
oh yeah, see this
So-
was in in January and February.
Oh,
is
it
when
was.
They had a bunch of this stuff. Yeah,
Which just seems weird to me for that season. But anyway.
I feel like that's when it always was.
Well, to your
In
point, it's year
January.
round, right?
Well, they said something about year round. I'm
This
trying
is
to
Fort Worth
see.
Stock Show and Rodeo.
I
looks-
swear
looks
that
year
somebody
round.
just went to. I mean, this is still in January,
Mm.
but I swear that somebody went to see him.
Look at their partners: Simmons, Reliant, Dickies, and Choctaw Casinos. Wow,
Let me look.
Chevy.
here.
major sponsors. Yeah, the one in Whitesboro was phenomenal. So they do it. The one in Whitesboro is annual, right? So every 4th of July week, they'll do a big rodeo and then end it with a fireworks show.
Right.
Super cool.
That's cool, dude. I want
It's
to
fun.
do that. I
We'll do
usually
it.
go visit my brother around the 4th.
Oh, okay. Remember
But-
the one year you were with us out
Yeah,
there
I
at the
know.
farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. The
Yeah,
neighbors.
here lately, the kids have been wanting to go to Nebraska.
Well, good.
Like I even told the kids this summer that I was like, "Hey, man, based on schedules, I don't know that we're gonna be able to go hang out. Like
Really?
based on my brother's, like my nephew does baseball.
Mhm.
Like during the summer, Lily was doing cheer, and I'm like,
Yeah.
based on
Things are
schedules,
busy.
I don't know that we're gonna be able to figure it out. And Lily and Luke were both like,
Were they bummed?
Dad, dude, we got to figure it out. Like, why can't we go during 4th of July weekend? We don't have anything planned. I go, well, we're going to go have to watch Mo play baseball.
Yeah.
It's baseball season over there. They're like, that's fine. Let's go.
Oh wow.
said, "Sweet."
They were still down.
So they
Good.
were really excited about it. Yeah.
Good. So yeah, the rodeo's a big thing, man. I think we should start. Hey, we've got to get your get our
Fridays.
boy.
It says Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, we got to get our boy with us to go.
Yeah.
Tell him to get those blue jeans and boots on. Let's go.
I don't own a pair of boots anymore, man.
Oh, I got a pair you can borrow.
No, okay.
Yeah, I got a pair you can borrow.
This looks like it. This is
Yeah.
August 3rd.
Oh, that's the championship rodeo Saturday night, August 3rd. There's PRCA.
The Friday and
Beat the Heat series.
I mean, that's this weekend.
Mm.
I don't know that we can make it that quick, but
Yeah, I've got weigh-ins for the boy this on the 3rd. It's during the day, but
Weigh-ins?
weigh-ins for football.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
that's right.
Yep, they're doing
'Cause
weigh-ins.
That's the thing is that like I didn't realize this was a thing because Luke doesn't want to play football. He's
Yeah.
been playing
soccer, right?
But
Which is the other
my
form of
my
football.
buddy or my nephew Mo
Yeah.
last year tried to weigh in and he wasn't big enough. He weighed in
What?
too low, so they said, "Yeah, you can't
I
play."
didn't know you couldn't. I didn't know there was a threshold.
There's
it makes
there's
sense.
both.
There-
You have
yeah.
to be under a certain weight
Or-
and
and
over a certain weight.
Oh, okay.
Over a certain weight so that you don't get hurt.
Yeah,
And maybe it's baseball. It's under a certain weight.
I don't know. What?
Maybe.
I know football has the weigh-in for sure. So
it's to make sure that you're big enough to not get hurt.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing that
Specifically if it's tackle.
Yeah, we're doing that Saturday.
Sweet.
I'm so pumped. I'm so
Going
pumped,
out and
dude.
watching him do some Pop Warner. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it looks fun.
That's
It's
fun stuff.
first year I've been able to watch.
Oh, that's cool.
You know?
Yeah, last year I saw my nephew play a couple times. He plays center.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I mean, he's a big
boy.
He's a big boy. He's out there playing center.
Man, you'll have to come
hiking the ball.
You'll have to come watch the boy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Come to the game, you
Hell
and
yeah, I
Larry,
will.
you know?
I would love to go just to a hangout. I
Yeah.
love the environment.
Me
honestly.
too.
Just sports
Dude,
games environment.
I get hype. I'm like, yeah, boy. Hell yeah, brother. Get him.
So what do you
You know?
think about like coaches getting really passionate and like yelling at the players?
Man, that's a good question. Very good. I'm okay with it, but not to the point where you're like beating them down. I mean, you know what I mean?
I don't.
What
What do you mean? Like you don't want him to talk down to the kid?
Yeah, I mean, I want him to do like I want the coach. I want to trust the coach that his true intentions are for building the players up, and that's okay if it comes with accountability and discipline. But not to just say, hey, not to just tear them down verbally and say that was a junk move, a terrible play.
Okay.
You can do better. No, I need to be able to trust the coach that his truest intention, form of intention is to, better the team.
Okay.
And that's going to come with not only verbal but action as well. Like from what I've seen from these coaches that on Jackson's team, it's I can see that they want a good team, individual and corporate.
Good.
Yeah. So, yeah. What are your thoughts, man? I mean,
personally, as long as you're not calling my kid names, I yell at him.
Yeah.
Tell him. I've even told.
Essentially, that was the short answer of what I. Yeah.
Like
kind of
I've even said this to the soccer coach. Like, dude, you're too weak.
Yeah, you gotta.
I didn't say this to be mean.
Like,
I was like,
I know.
I was more like,
Well,
don't feel bad about making Luke run all practice long if he's acting a fool. Gotta be tough on him. You have to control him. Otherwise, he's gonna run wild over you.
Run all over you.
Yeah.
That's
You have
kids
to
in
control
general.
this kid.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will not listen to you because guess what? He doesn't want to listen to authority. 'Cause he's a friggin' sinful kid.
Kids. I was gonna say kids in general.
I'm trying to find this video real quick because I want
Yeah.
to show you this and tell me if this is what you're talking about.
Okay.
Bear with me here just a
Yeah.
moment. But yeah, I had to tell him to like, yeah, you got to be harder. And
Yeah.
last year he was.
Okay.
There were a couple of practices where he was like the kids were doing nothing but running
Yeah.
because you guys didn't listen.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any problem with that. I don't have any problem with you being passionate and yelling at a kid because he did something dumb.
And I think that's what we need more of. We need more yelling.
More strong men.
Yeah, we need more.
Here it is right here.
Masculinity. Make masculinity great again, man. Come on. Like, let's see what you got here. Wow. Yep. Yep.
Now I have no idea what's going on here, but look. What does the kid do? Kid looks really respectful. Says, "All right, cool."
Yep.
Walks away. Okay, if you're on national television or not. So,
Yep.
is this acceptable behavior? What just happened here?
Well, they're saying there's a point where it's no longer acceptable.
I think this is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Go out there and yell at the kid. The kid
Yeah.
did something dumb. I don't care if it's whatever play he failed on. It must have been a big deal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, a lot of parents are going to take that personal, obviously. But
dumb.
I think, like I said, I go back to we need more masculinity. We need discipline. We need accountability.
You got to discipline
You've
these kids.
got to. Yeah. So I'm
Tell
okay.
them what
I'm
they did
okay
wrong
with it.
sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah. Not everybody gets a
aren't
trophy.
Exactly.
I heard this morning. Hey, everybody's winners. No, not everybody can win.
If everybody wins, then who loses?
There's no losers. I know.
Like if it's a
I disagree
game,
with that.
I'm so sorry, but if it's a game,
I
there's
know.
winners and there's losers.
I agree. When did we get away from that? Not everybody can be winners.
Like
And I heard that with my own ears this morning.
that's wild.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
Everybody's winners.
I'm sorry, what? Explain to me.
So that means we didn't play a game just then. There was no competition. It's
Yeah. I know.
like why even show up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
So
Yep.
one last thing. I got to show you something that I thought was like really impressive.
All right, let's see what you got.
So, baseball.
Impress me.
Baseball.
Yep.
You're familiar with like switch hitters,
Yeah, I'm getting to be more familiar with it.
like guys
Yeah,
bat
so-
left-handed and they can bat
Oh,
on the right side
Sure.
of the plate.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
bat on both sides of the plate.
Yep.
Like impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive.
How
I don't know how
are
you do it.
with your offhand.
I'm terrible.
Like
I can't. I would fall over if you tried to get me to even the throw or bat.
I can't. I throw with
I
my
am
offhand. and I look so
used-
ridiculous.
Yeah, I am so used to just my normal
Right.
setup.
But try to do it the
Throwing,
opposite way, and it just
The
seems like
whole body movement feels weird.
it does.
It feels
So
so
think
weird.
about a guy that
I don't know how you
can
do that.
switch pitch with both hands.
Impress me because I just don't know how you could.
Because I really think about this and I go, it's hard enough to bat both ways.
No. What? So he's no.
Watch him here.
Okay.
There's the other hand.
What?
I mean, that looks good.
How is that possible?
Swaps the glove.
True ambidextrous.
Both pitches look fine. Now, I
Yeah,
don't know
but-
how good this kid is by any means,
I don't know where it landed.
but both of them look pretty good.
Look at
Because there
that.
is a thing about like
They both look good.
pitchers like or batters going up against certain pitchers.
Yeah, left-handed
and
pitchers.
throwing against certain batters. Like
Yep.
you know more about this than I
I mean,
do.
somewhat.
So is
I know there's
this
a
like
thing.
a huge advantage for him to go, oh, it's a right-handed batter. Let me throw with my other hand.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I think it's a big advantage, because it takes the guesswork out of left-handed batter. You know, I don't know. I think it's an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty cool.
if anything, it's just kind of impressive
Yeah.
how good he is
It's a
with
cool.
both hands.
It's a cool party trick. If anything, it's a cool party trick. Hey,
cool
put the
party
solo cup on the top of your head. I'll I'll catch
Because
it with
so
both arms.
I'm right-handed, but let me show you what I can do with my left hand.
Yeah.
Kind of mentality.
And for the longest time, I argued with everyone about Jackson being right-handed. I'm like, no, this kid is right-handed. I'm right-handed. He does everything with his right hand. No, he's a left-handed pitcher.
Oh, he
he's a
throws with his
left-handed.
left hand.
He can drill the football. He can throw bombs with his left hand. I'm like,
Really?
and accurate.
Love it.
I'm like, oh, this kid is left-handed. I think he's ambidextrous.
Yeah.
I really do. He writes right, throws left.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa,
That's
mind
cool.
blown.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a thing. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. Like Luke wants to say that he's ambidextrous, but no, he's right-hand dominant on like almost
Yeah,
everything.
that's what I thought about Jackson too. But I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, no, this kid is left-handed.
Yeah, Luke throws a disc. Like if we played disc golf, he throws
Yeah.
a disc with his left hand.
Yeah,
But everything else I see that he
does with his
He
right.
does with his right. Even
Yeah.
even as he's right-footed.
Yeah,
Which this sounds real
it-
dumb. but
no, it
when you're
makes
playing
sense,
soccer,
though.
like,
Yeah.
you have a dominant foot.
that makes sense. Yeah, I am too. I'd say I'm
like
right.
his-
Everything is dominant right.
Correct. My
Yeah,
left side
everything.
is worthless.
My brain. Same. I am too. Like this shit just doesn't even belong.
Yeah.
it doesn't.
It doesn't
It's
work
just
properly.
there. It's just filler.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
good
man,
stuff,
This cornhead lager
dude. Go get one.
was damn good.
Make sure you have a tailgate to drop and a football game to watch.
There you go. Some Kris Strain.
Yes, sir.
Kris Strain Brewing. Go check
Check it
these
out.
guys out.
Check them out,
As
boys.
always, we're gonna be rooting
Yeah,
for
some
for
college
ball.
ball this year.
Now,
maybe
I'm
maybe have some recaps.
I think I'm gonna be a Huskers fan because that's where my brother lives.
Totally fair. Totally
Are
fair.
you Longhorns? Are you Red Raiders? Aggies?
Man, I'm gonna go Longhorns. Yeah, I'm
Longhorns?
gonna go Longhorns this year.
The Shorthorns? As
Yep,
Hey,
I'm Texas all the way.
one thing I do have to say that I just learned.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, a buddy of mine's a big Oklahoma fan, right?
Yeah.
When they were in the Big 12, if a player that's playing against them celebrated with horns down, it'd be a flag for
Oh.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's pretty cool. I respect that.
No,
I respect that.
you guys are weak.
Well, I mean, I
You're
respect
weak
it from
that
the
I
other
can't say-
coach.
That I can't say horns down
Is that a reflection of the weakness of our team of Texas?
of the Longhorns. The
Or
Longhorns are so weak
or
that
does
they
it-
can't take criticism and somebody mocking them.
Or does it emphasize the strength of the opponent? I would say the latter.
Oh
I would-
no.
And I'm not saying the two aren't,
They're bringing it into the SEC. That I think they're bringing it
yeah.
where horns down is going to be a flag. And I said, really?
We'll see.
You can talk shit about any of the other teams, but don't talk shit about Texas.
We
They got a lot of
handle
oil.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
They got a lot of oil money. That's why.
Shoot, I think Oklahoma's probably producing more than we are now. I
Well,
don't know.
I just know that, like, actually, no, it's really A&M that's got
Yeah,
all the oil money.
Well, Texas is probably, I think, the number one producer.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma's probably second.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah,
okay.
so short horns.
I'll go horns up.
Short horns.
Yeah, dude.
As we call them. So anyway, yeah, I'm
Sweet.
gonna,
We'll check it out.
Huskers, they ain't worth a damn right now, but
Yeah.
hopefully
I'll be watching them.
They did. I say draft.
I'll
They
be keeping
did
an eye on it.
recruit a new quarterback.
Oh, sweet.
That was #1 quarterback in the nation. So we'll see if he's any good. But-
Dope. That'll
so
work.
I'm excited for it. But like I said, go out there and
Yeah, let's
get
check
you
it
up
out.
here, enjoy the games, and I appreciate you guys. But
For sure.
we're out of here.
Later. Cool, man. Yeah, dude, honestly, that was a damn good beer.
We appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of Dudes and Brews. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever platform you're on. We're on there. We have a YouTube channel, Dudes and Brews. We would love if you would subscribe there as well. If you are subscribed and you want to help us out just a little more, unsubscribe and resubscribe again. It sounds funny and stupid and kind of obnoxious, all of the subscribing and resubscribing and stuff, but it helps in these little algorithms games for like climbing the charts, because again, we are organic and we are where we are because of you guys.
Yeah, we really do appreciate your support. Shout us out. We really do love it when you guys interact with us, when you add us, mention us, put us on your stories, tag us, all that fun stuff, all the stuff the kids are doing. We like grabbing that stuff and we put it up for you guys. So we appreciate you so much. Keep having fun, drinking them brews, hanging with them dudes. Tune in next week for another episode of Dudes and Brews.